Good morning, everyone. Welcome by a new update of Crypto Michael. A little later than usual, as normally I posted like an hour earlier, but it's back again, the period that you don't know with what price you wake up, as there is so much volatility on the markets. We're getting relatively close to a new all-time high, which is amazing. Who would have expected Bitcoin to reach these levels in March when the first pandemic crisis occurred? So it's amazing. It's very bullish. I think the hype is definitely there around the people that are holding crypto for several years already or are involved in the markets. I do not see any hype outside of the markets. So regardless of a few friends that were used to be in crypto but sold the bottom in 2018 and are jumping back into it. And yesterday in the gym, some random dudes approached me. But further, everything is nice. We're going to discuss Bitcoin a little bit here. Just a regular update on the momentum, as that's what we can do. And we are discussing why altcoins are not showing anything at all. But first, if you want to show your appreciation, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the website where you can trade alongside me, which is bonsankagroup.com. Also, we do see the weekly here. I've shared this yesterday. It's nice that we've hit the 1.618 Fibonacci level. Questionable whether we go further up here. Of course, we've got the all-time high area. That's the next resistance zone after breaking 16K. Are we going to continue in one go? As I've said in the live stream yesterday, it's quite hard to expect it's quite hard to call the top. You can expect a retrace to occur, which I'm expecting to occur at some point, but it's quite hard to exactly call the top unless you see a heavy acceleration, for instance. So momentum is still up. We can see that also on the daily time frame, we've just flipped levels. Based on the daily time frame, we've got a new level which we should be holding, which is 16.5. A retracement towards 16.5 is not that bad based on the daily time frame. So we are still running, and we had a nice liquidation wick earlier today. Lower time frame, we can see that we flipped 16.5. We've also done it with 16.9, and now we're basically having another one at 17.8. We did wick beneath, immediately got back up. So in general, what we can see here is that we are making acceleration. So we are showing a parabolic advance or parabolic movement here, through which we can just continue until we start to see a blow off top and the volume starts to increase heavily, similar to the move we've had here. That's a nice comparison. This was also such a heavy upwards move in which all of a sudden the trend started to shift as there was such a heavy acceleration further up, through which sell-off occurred and a correction started. So we might be in one of these wicks here, in which we might be continuing even more from the level we are in right now. All debatable. Levels that I'm watching, I just said 16.5, 16.8. If we hold above there, I think we can continue. If we lose 16.5, 16.8, I think we're going towards 14K. And then we get the levels that we should be testing on the higher time frame to flip for continuation, which can easily be a retrace to 12.5. We can have a retrace to 14K only. Anything in this region is probably the buy of your lifetime. As that is also warranting a support resistance flip of the previous resistance zone, eager for continuation. But altcoins are not showing anything at all, as we see that the Bitcoin dominance is still increasing, and we see that in every fourth quarter of the year altcoins suck. and there's no point in having ETH USDT or having ETH. Let's just have an example. Bitcoin goes from 10k to 12k, ETH goes from $100 to 110. It's wonderful that you're up in ETH USDT as you're up 10%, but you lost BTC value as you are better off holding Bitcoin. That's the case right now. ETH BTC is dropping heavily in the previous period while the US dollar value remains the same. That is because of the rally of Bitcoin USD. So what you want to watch in that case, and when you want to jump into altcoins, is to watch this chart, which is Bitcoin dominance, and to watch ETH BTC. As the majority of the altcoins are built on Ethereum or the Ethereum network, there's the crucial indicator for any upwards momentum on altcoins is a reversal on ETH BTC. If there's no reversal on ETH BTC, there's no point in having alts unless you have got some small caps that are doing relatively well. That's a different game. So ETH BTC made a slight bounce up, and I'll just take a new one as this is just too blurry. ETH BTC, nice bounce up, immediate rejection. I was probably expecting a higher low to occur and a further rally up that would have been stronger, but Bitcoin USD got the momentum. So we make a new low here. That's what we saw previously as well. And what you want to see at this point is you want to see the area that I've been marking for months already to hold. And in this case, a reclaim of this previous support level. So we might be getting a further correction and then a reclaim. In this case, we make a bullish divergence, flip the previous support for a higher low, and then we get a reversal. If we go back in history, we can actually see some of these. What we see here is a low, rejection, another low, reclaim of the previous support, continuation. That is what you want to see. So at this point, you can see that we are making lower lows, lower highs, and there is no point in having those altcoins until we flip levels. And that's the exact same figure on other altcoins. Chainlink might be in the game of flipping 71k sats for support. If this holds, we can see some further continuation on Chainlink. If it fails, I think 62k is next. What to expect from altcoins? I'm anticipating a potential correction on Bitcoin to occur at some point, whether it is here, whether it is at 20k, whether it is at 22, who knows, there's acceleration right now. And then I've got a BTC USD chart, to be honest. Something like this, in which we make a heavy drop down, in which, similar to the period we have here, 1-2 weeks sideways, maybe a little longer sideways, first relief rally on altcoins, as some altcoins are looking quite good, but this drop will probably make a double bottom test on, for instance, Swipe or some other altcoins. First relief rally, final crash, alt season, Bitcoin run. That is probably what I'm expecting to see occur in the coming year, and that's the primary scenario right now, as I do not expect Bitcoin to continue. At some point, people will use the all-time high as a reference point to take profits. We have seen that in the previous cycle as well, and the correction would be quite healthy to accumulate as in general. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, check out my website and check out my Instagram, and I'll see you back for a new update tomorrow.